Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Blast Off with Light. Today, I'm over with the pigs for no particular reason, because we're actually going to underpify our mechanism today. But first, I've got some people to introduce you to. So yeah, this was really derpy last time. So was the recording quality. I fiddled with the settings for a long time, and then I forgot to use the right preset. Saved the settings, didn't load them back in. We've got Estragon, and over there, we've got our good friend Lytebringr. If you know what that's from, good for you. If not, you might consider reading a little more, because I'm not particularly well read, and I know about Lytebringr and Estragon. So, we've got ourselves some zombie villagers, we've got ourselves some golden apples. Let's see if we can get the two to work together. Oh, we're also running low on water. Should probably do something about that. So, yeah, zombie villagers are not particularly common. Took me a little while to wrangle these two. But we should. Let's split those such that we don't feed him both. Hello? Why can I not give it to him? That's really strange. Can I not cure them? Oh, right, I have to make them weak first. I'm a fool! Do I have a brewing stand? I can totally make a brewing stand. It's been so long since I've cured a zombie villager. So I'm fairly certain I've got everything that I need for this. Worst case, I have to make a brewing stand. What else do I need? I need spider eyes and netherwort. I know I've got spider eyes somewhere. Oh, in my inventory. Brilliant. So, you probably know about this part. I just wanted to kind of show it on camera because I gave them names and it's all good. Let's see. Let's make sure it still works the way it used to. I will be wanting to make some of these ender tanks at some point. They don't look all that expensive, which is nice. Ooh. A molten core. Nice. Scorching block? That looks so cool. Okay, so yeah, just regular old cobble. I've got cobble. And then we take this, and we go like so, and like so, such that we've got ourselves a nice brewing stand. Let's actually leave it over here. I'm thinking right there. We probably have one of these somewhere else, and I never use it. So we need to grab some water. Oh, right, I don't have enough inventory space. Let's get rid of the egg and put some other things away that we likely won't be needing this episode. Yeah, I don't know why I always forget that I need to weaken them first. What? Oh, it's probably salt water, isn't it? Ugh. What a world. Okay, so I can cook it. So this is not going quite as smoothly as I would have liked. And there's my brewing stand right there. You're probably yelling at me this whole entire time. I knew I had made one. And I look at it every day, but it just blends into the background. So, one of the primary derpy elements of my mechanism was that I was trying to be too complicated with it. The moving from machine to machine is incredibly simple. And I was actually trying to fiddle with the logistics piping built-in mechanics. So if you need to send it through any sort of pneumatic tubes, you can tell it exactly where to go. And it's a great feature. It just got me a little confused because I hadn't really done anything with mechanism. Why am I coming over here? Because I feel like it. So we brew this. We need a little bit of sugar. Oh wait, I've got more sugar than you can imagine in... Oh, right. Wither. Okay, so let's hit the uses for this. Brown and sugar. So we just did... Whoa. What? Oh, poor chicken decided to go into the moat. That was not good for you, chicken. Okay, and spider eye. Okay, so we got an awkward potion. So this should make it weakness. And then I will need gunpowder, which I'm sure I've got. So I'll put these away, and that away, and that, and that, and these, and those, and that. Weakness. Now we make them all splashy. Then we can get back to our mechanism. I want to underpify the mechanism, and I want to make the alloy smelter today, which requires a bit of the mechanism stuff, and is just more complicated than I expected, but it'll let us make these fancy Ender IO alloys. So those will be good. Splash potions of weakness. Finally. Okay, so we put that there. We try not to make ourselves weak in the process, but if we do, that's okay. And pretty soon we should probably eat. But there's no real hurry. Okay. Hello. Here you go. And there you go. Do you have my glass? You do. There you go. Stay in there. Well, it's good to know that actually works. Now we come over here and we do the same thing. Hello? Hello, Vladimir. Kersploosh. And there you go. Give me my glass back. And he can chill in there. And I've got the glowstone, such that nothing can get in there with them. Once they've turned, I've got golden lassos. And you can golden lasso the villagers without any problem. And I believe it's over in here? Yeah. So I'll keep this with me just in case. But that's good. So we've got them going, and you can see my screen does a little stutter thing when I right-click something that does stuff like that. It's kind of weird. But we need our metallurgic infuser to do some work in here. And I suppose we can put our osmium compressor down as well. And there we go. Actually, I'm going to quit out and come back to fix the problem with the stuttering. I'll be right back. And we're back. Much smoother now. And let me know if you notice any difference in the recording quality. I believe I have fixed the issues, but who knows. Okay, so we're back over here. I processed some osmium via the lava. I mean, just these three ores are 6 buckets worth of lava. So if I want to continue this, I'm going to need a more serious source of lava. There's giant pools of lava down at the bottom. Basically one giant ocean of lava at the bottom of the world. So I could pump the lava up from there, or I can produce it myself. But either way, I'm going to need way more vast quantities of it to make any of this work. So, basic factory, we need this guy to input on the right. And all the rest can just go away. So that'll bring in the red from the left. This guy, similar thing. I need the red on the left, blue on the right. Everything else goes to gray. Because red in, blue out. Here, red in, blue out, same thing again. But what I was saying about this is if you're going to output it into pipes. It'll send it through the pipe to the blue pipe. Let's double check. This guy's on eject. This guy's good. I also don't want that. Not entirely certain what it does, but I know I don't really want it. It's not going to improve the functionality at all. Now, purification chamber, we only care about the blue to the right. So we can turn these off. Turn that off, eject on. So now this should, big ol' should, be able to take these and do the entire process unassisted. If we had a hopper dropping these ores into it, we'd be able to just sit back and let it work. Now, we still don't have the pump working, so we still need to add the water manually here to get the oxygen for this guy. So let's grab a little more water for that guy. But send it over here in clump form to be crushed, which turns it into dust, which gets enriched, which gets sent over here to be turned into osmium. Now, this guy may or may not be able to keep up with the rate at which it's using power. So you'll see some of these with their power levels kind of dipping down because it just can't make the power fast enough. It's simple as that. But this is an ore tripling system, so I put in the 3, I should get 9 out of it, so there's 4, and 3, and 3. That seems a little higher than it should be, but again, it's just a basic system to get osmium out. So that's how that works. Basically, in here, we would put in osmium and then something else to get various fancy types of ingots. So you can make obsidian ingots and glowstone ingots. Oh, did you run out of juice? That has juice. Why is it not ejecting the juice? That's incredibly strange. Are you using all the juice? You're charging, at least. Yeah, it's a little strange what it does power-wise. Oh, I think the enrichment chamber is the thing that's chewing up all of the energy. Well, it's interesting enough. Okay, so how we doing over here? You are Energy Villager Adult. Interesting. You are non-standard. Damon the Priest. Will you come with me? No. He will not come with me in the lasso. Can I right-click you with an empty hand? He's got 2 hearts, passive, emotional. Huh. But he's still a villager. He will trade for adventure backpacks. It's interesting. Okay, let's check out the other person. Now the question becomes, do these villagers count as villagers for the purposes of, say, making an iron farm? Greetings, friend. Are you an ordinary friend? I would very much like to speak with you. This appears to be a Flaxbeard villager. Come with me. Come with me. Hello? Come closer. Aha! So the Flaxbeard one, no problem. Can just toss him in the lasso, and he's good to go. So let's bring him somewhere safe that we know he will not die. This place looks pretty safe. There are no pitfalls. There's just a couple of pigs. He should be fine. There you go, sir. So 2 emeralds for a brass piston. Could be interesting. But at least now we've got a friend. And then we can figure out how to get the other guy over here eventually, or maybe just capture another zombie and be on our way. So now that we've got this working, for the most part, shouldn't we have had more than 6? We put in 3. Oh, we took some out. Okay. So yeah, we put in 3, we got out 9. It's good to go. Now we should be able to eat this without wasting too much. What we really want is this alloy smelter, but it takes a machine chassis, which takes all sorts of things, including this enhanced Galgadorian block, which is the first time we've needed one of these. So I've got one of these over there. We've got 2 of these left over, so we need atomic alloys and these guys. We should have more or less everything we need to do this. But first, we need to crush and enrich some obsidian. At least in theory. Do we just enrich it? We might just straight up enrich it. Ah, yes. Now, we don't need to cook this, so let's turn the exporting off for now. We're also going to need to enrich these diamonds to make compressed diamonds for upgrading our various things. We should have enough iron for this as well. This is probably significantly more dust than we need, but obsidian is not scarce. We've got stacks of obsidian laying around, thanks to my little obsidian farm. So we've got this dirty obsidian dust. Well, to improve the obsidian dust, 8. Actually, let's get one more. I think 10 is a relatively magic number for mechanism, so let's just grab one more obsidian. And then head back over. Now, I still want to build a house for this, but I wanted to make it work before I tried doing anything too fancy with it. Okay. Now, while that's working, we can also take... let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these with 10 of these and start this process. Because we're going to need quite a few of these alloys, which is part of why I'm making this dust. Let's make one enriched diamond thingy. How are you doing in here? Still producing just fine. Okay, so now we've got a compressed diamond. This compressed diamond is going to come in here with the dust to make better dust. But I'm also going to need actually one more of these for the top tier alloys. Now, hopefully my math is correct and this will just make 10 of those. And we only really need 3. But it's a minor little detail. Because these alloys build up into each other. So if we look here... Okay, so the atomic alloy takes the obsidian and this reinforced, which takes diamond, and the enriched, which takes redstone and iron. But the fancy obsidian takes diamond as well. Hopefully it's just a regular old 10 to 1, just like everything else, but if it's something different, we will adapt. We are pretty well suited to that. The sun is going down. I do not want to deal with people trying to get to Damon the Priest, so I am going to sleep. Huh. And up we go. Piggy. Did he knock you off your treadmill? Why would the nasty, nasty villager do that to you? Don't do that, villager. I'll probably need to make him his own house so he doesn't ruin the place. It's a shame when new people come to town and just start ruining the whole balance of things. Okay, so that's done. This is done. So I'm going to toss the dust in here, and I'm going to throw in 1 diamond. Gives me 100, which hopefully will go down to 90 when we finish this dust. Perfect. Okay, as for getting this guy out of here, I'm thinking minecart will be the way to go. Yeah, minecart's probably the way to go. He's an interesting looking fellow, though. Was not expecting him to come around. Okay, so that's good. We're going to infuse these guys with diamond, and then actually I'm going to take some of this stuff and throw it in here. Because this should give me some compressed obsidian, which is 10 times more effective than the dust, just by adding a little bit of electricity to it. And there we are. So that should be enough for making our top tier alloys. But I kind of want to have a lot of this stuff around, because it comes in handy when making, like, obsidian ingots. Which I might as well do, actually. Because I might need them for something. So we can come over to the osmium compressor. You put in some osmium and some obsidian. And it makes a bit of noise. It's a weird noise. And it makes an obsidian ingot. You done? He's done. Okay, so we put in these guys, and then we upgrade them with diamond. Kapow. While that's working, I can tell you about these obsidian ingots. So you can crush them back down, so you can... I don't know why you would do it. But you can make these pretty purple refined obsidian blocks, which are nice. The atomic disassembler, which is amazing. Ooh, teleporter frames. That could come in handy. Hey, why'd I fall off? Weird. And then robot. And it appears that the other obsidian armor and tools may have been disabled. Or hasn't been added yet in the version. But obsidian... Because we've got the Tinker's Construct ones, but in Mechanism... Yeah, obsidian chestplate. In Mechanism, it had actual armor and tools and like the Paxel and whatnot. They might have been taken out since then or disabled for this pack in particular. I'm fine with that. I actually really like this Kreknorite armor because it gives me fire immunity, and well, that means I can carry this bucket and be at perfect thermal balance. I can go into the nether without too many concerns. But that means there are far fewer uses for the obsidian ingot. You can use it for the atomic disassembler, you can use it for the pretty decorative blocks, but other than that, it's pretty much done. So we got the reinforced alloy, then we just drop this in, and it should make 10 of the atomic, which is what we need. We only need 3, so once it gets through 3, we can move on to everything else. Yes, 3 should be all we need. And then we can infuse one of these osmium with a redstone. Oh, after that's done. So in the meantime, let's actually come over here and start making, well, start grabbing the rest of what we need. So we need this infused Galgadorian block. We need to come over here. I did see the drone, so it is still alive, but it tends to wander off. We also need this, one of these. What else do we need? Two of these. And 6 of those. It's probably everything we need. We might need to come back to compress something. Is the way this game tends to go. But hopefully this will almost be finished, and then we can start making the other part of this. So, got our alloy smelter. So iron, furnaces, cauldron. So we'll need to grab a little extra iron. So here's 4 of the 6 capacitors or PCBs I needed. Here's the other 2. So I could actually make that right now. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. These, and I forget what went in the middle. One of these. Okay, so we got our basic capacitor. We've got our PCBs. But we need a special... Yeah, so we need these. To get that, we need that. For this, we need to compress. Got that, got these. We need this. So blue takes that, red takes that. Green is just osmium with redstone. So we take osmium and a redstone to start the process. As you can see, mechanism needs quite a bit of the osmium to get really going. So having ore multiplication will be pretty nice. And this is just one of the most basic setups. There's 2 tiers above this, and with the top tier, you quintuple your ores, but it's a 16-step process. And you need a lot of material investment to get that far. So let's take... Oh, I'm an idiot. You were probably yelling at me the whole time. I don't need 10 atomic alloy. I need 2 atomic alloy. Yes, I need 2 atomic alloy, but I need the intermediate ones. What a fool. Okay, so we need 2 of these. 2 little bits of diamond. So actually, we don't need the full-size diamond thing. We just need diamond dust. Which I believe I can crush... Yeah, using the crusher. It's a waste of materials. It's a serious waste of materials. But... Oh, not enrichment. Nope, wrong one. Serious waste of materials. But diamonds I'm not worried about at the moment. Okay, so... I actually need 2 more redstone. Because I'm going to upgrade those 2 in there with diamonds. What are you doing? Stop that. Okay, so I need 2 more redstone, 2 more iron. Should have planned this out slightly better. 1, 2. But once I've got all of this set up, things will go a whole lot more smoothly. And I've got a lot of atomic alloy for whatever it is that I need. So I will take these and infuse them with diamond. Once they're done, I'll infuse 2 more with redstone, then I'll have 1 of each type, and it'll be great. Then, eventually, I'll be able to make that alloy smelter. I don't know if I've got enough iron at the moment. I might need to farm a little more up and leave you with a cliffhanger. We've got the reinforced alloy, so we put these 2 with those 2 to get the basics. Let me actually run and see if we've got enough iron. Because I'm running a bit low. Yeah, it's a bit low. But it should be enough. And then I'll spend a little time over at the blaze farm to get some more iron, maybe bash some more meteors. I might actually have some iron that I could process. Not a lot, though. So I could get a silk touch thing, go to the spires. Yakuza, I believe, was recommending that. I might do it, I might not. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now that I have underpified myself once more, we take this and those to upgrade, take that and these to upgrade, take that and these to upgrade. Whew! Now we can go and do a bit of pressurizing. And all of that just to get a block, to get the ingots, to get what we need. So, let's double check this recipe. Usage for this: red, purple, 2, and 1. Red, purple, 2, and 1. Do we have enough pressure? Not by a long shot. I've been making a bunch of PCBs, so the pressure in this has gone down a bit. Hey, stop bouncing me. Now, we've got a weather deflector. This place is safe from crazy storms like this. Okay, so we got the things in there. How are we doing? Oof. We are not doing too hot on the pressure. So I will cut it here, and I'll be back when that's done. And we're back. It's pretty much ready to go. Once the dial gets over the 4, it will finish the pressurization, and there we are. We throw the lever, and it's now in this chest. Bright purple block. Now that bright purple block then needs to be... Oh, bright purple block goes into the factory manager. Interesting. So laser program is currently in, so we just toss it in here. Hello, creepers. And this will do its job. So while we were waiting... Oh, I do not want you. Go away. Yeah, festive creepers, while interesting, tend to cause problems. So we'll encourage them to be elsewhere, at least for the moment. So that will eventually do its thing, and it'll be picked up and put into the chest. While we were waiting, I made the furnaces and the cauldron such that once we have the block, we can make the machine chassis, and then finally the alloy smelter. Whew, quite a bit of effort. But it'll be really nice to have, because this energetic alloy is used in all sorts of things. I'm not even sure what some of these are, but it... Now, why are you not revealing to me the thing that I needed you for? Because what I really want to make is an energy cube, because we need to be able to store power. And this energy tablet, oh, it uses blocks of energetic alloy. I didn't realize you needed 36 of that alloy to be able to do anything. So gold, redstone, and glowstone to make that, and you need 36 of them just to make that one tiny little basic energy cube. What a world. Okay, so now we've got these ingots. So with the ingots and the capacitor and the PCBs, we can finally make a machine chassis with the cauldron and the furnaces and the iron. Gets us an alloy smelter, such that we can finally make ourselves a battery. But we're not going to do that this episode. That it's a little too much, and we're already over time with this episode as it is, and we're running out of water. Oh my, need to pay attention to these things. So, with the water, with the alloy smelter, this should be a good place to stop the episode. We have successfully gotten at least one functional villager. Love his goggles. We don't know necessarily how he interacts with Damon the priest over there, so we'll have to find a way to get him safely out of that hole. But in the meantime, we've got an alloy smelter. We can smelt up our alloys and, do our thing. Now, the pump, this part right here is power. We send it in the back. The water comes out the top. So likely, if we can pipe it into the bottom of this, we'll put it underneath. If not, we'll make a tube that goes from here into there, such that we have a constant flow of oxygen to be able to do our processing. But that's enough for this episode. We'll say hi to Priest Damon next time, hopefully, and then start building something to get our resources sorted out a bit better. Because right now, our resources are a bit on the sketchy side. So I will see you in the next episode of Blast Off with Light.